Hiya people, this is the second attempt because last time I rattled off it went to 17 minutes, so I'm going to try and hurtle through this as quick as I can. This is response to the previous video. Thank you for the input. I didn't expect it so fast. Really appreciate it. You know, can't thank you enough for that one. That is really nice. Thank you. And someone asked me about the backstory to the Warpshack's narrative campaign to its 40,000 games, with jokingly nicknamed Warpshack 40,000. So people have asked, so I thought I'll rattle it off, and so everyone's in the fold of what we do, and hopefully you'll get some ideas to do something likewise with your gaming group. So anyway, I'll begin because I've got to be quick with this to knock this under 10 minutes. Right, so the backstory starts before the Horus Heresy, with the loss of 2 of the Primarchs. Now, if you look in the Space Marine Codex, they have the list of the founding chapters. There's 2 that's scribbled off. Now, we don't know. Me and Ian do not know the reason why they were scribbled off. If you do know, don't just come on here and tell us we're wrong. One of the things about us, if you look on our site, is we've actually stated we do things how we want it. All right. We'd like to know. Please tell us what the actual real reason is if you know it, but just don't come on and go, yeah, you're wrong. We won't, you know, we don't care. We ain't going to change it. But anyway, there's these 2 scribbled off. So we have taken on the fact that maybe the Emperor, these were Primarchs that were never recovered. They either died as a child or fallen during, you know, early days of the Crusade. Do not know. But so we've taken out the Primarch for Ian's chapter. Was died as a child, so he was not even discovered, and the point was that the Emperor had this legion ready for this Primarch to lead. He couldn't then put publicly this legion out there without a Primarch. It would have shown that the Emperor failed to find their Primarch, and it's a failure on the Emperor's strength, and obviously it will show his weakness. So the Imperium advised him to cover up this legion. So the Emperor decided that these legion would be split up into, conveniently for later, chapter-sized forces, and used to guard vital worlds that were in 2 hostile areas for Imperial Guard to hold, but not vital enough for the main Space Marines to hold onto, because obviously he didn't want to sap their resources. So he stationed these. One of the worlds that he stationed a force on was Dremora. Right, now we're going to hurtle into the Horus Heresy. What happened to some of these forces? That some turned to chaos and became renegade legions. Some were destroyed by chaos, and others got lost in warp storms. Which was what happened to Dremora. It got lost, and because the Imperium didn't know about it, didn't know about its existence, because of the cover-up, it really got lost. So that was that. We hurtle on to just before the 13th Black Crusade, where the Imperium re-establishes contact with Dremora. Initially they thought the Marines there were traitors, was going to attack. Then they discovered these were loyalists that were lost. They didn't question how comes this contradicts the first founding, because, as we know, to contradict the Emperor is suicidal with all the fanaticus of the Imperium. So they accepted these Marines, for they were loyal. They passed all the, you know, investigations by the Order Hereticus, and were then put into the fold of the Codex Astartes. That's why if you see on in his army, he has white and blue armoured guys and some pre-heresy kit to show that this army is, you know, quite a bit of a relic amongst the rest of the Space Marine legions. Right, now we'll go after. Now we're going to hit on after the 13th Black Crusade, where a higher fleet by the name of Hydra Gora, their Norn Queen, dies over the planet Miranda 5. Now the reason why the Imperium takes it as something they've done and takes on as them as a victory, wrong. It was nothing to do with them. If anyone watches Terrainaholic and know of Bill's Elder Army named the Lost, Bill kindly gave us permission to link his army with ours. His Craft World, his Elder's Craft World runs on the on the cores of planets, and they basically destroy planets in the process. And the idea was they took the core of Miranda 5 and got switching it with the dying core that the craft world was using. This essence was like a vampire thing, so the norm queen fed on the dying core of a planet and thus died herself. Now the Imperium thought, without a norm queen, the fleet's gone, finished, goodbye. So they put up research things and just monitored how the Tyranids would fade away. A few more years, 100 years go past, and